What's going on, everyone? So, it is Monday, March 1st, and I don't think I have a lot of energy to be speaking. I think I'm just probably a little bit excited. So, anyways, the past 2 weeks I haven't recorded, but within the past 2 weeks, we got hit by a storm that brought a lot of outage of utilities. Me personally, I was affected. We didn't have water for a whole week. And well, first of all, I give thanks to our Father for just giving us strength to get past these things. Obviously, utilities are a luxury, but I think what the major underlying thing behind that storm was the the cold. Obviously, living in Texas, we're not used to dealing with cold like that. And it is a little bit comical because out there in New York, or specifically New York, I guess, because that's what comes to my mind. These people have always lived with cold. As a matter of fact, you know, places like Wisconsin, I hear are going to be under 7 inches of snow. So, anyways, I don't feel too bad for ourselves, but it's just one of those things. Obviously, if we're not used to dealing with something, it is going to come a bit of a surprise. So, today's video. All right, today's video, I really wanted to talk about things that have not necessarily specific things, because this isn't a vlog. This is more of just documenting me, and it sounds a little bit selfish, but as far as documenting me, my persona, the things the direction I'm trying to take my own self in, and what I'm trying to do to help out others. So, getting back to what I was telling you, these past 2 weeks, I've been picking up on little things that are somewhat discouraging, are somewhat not necessarily eye openers, because I've pretty much always thought that is the way things are. But as far as speaking about that specifically and then passing it on to you all, so okay, this is going to be a little bit funny, and I know I guess I'm trying to find practical ways to talk about this, and it's a little bit funny because I'm relating back to movies that I've seen recently, and they're just movies. But however, they don't make people. I mean, movies aren't made for no reason. Whenever people make a movie, specifically having to do with real life situations, because people have thought up these thoughts, conjured up these thoughts in their mind. These things actually happen, and they here someone is making a movie of it. So there's a specific movie, I believe I saw it on Netflix, and you know, how can I make this video without mentioning the name of the title? Sorry, but I'm just let me explain the scenario. So there's this woman. She I'll only explain the important parts. There's this woman, I'm not too sure if she's a lawyer or not. Her and her partner, what they do is they go around and essentially they're preying on elderlies, people who have been abandoned. And obviously these people, they have a collection of whatever it is, materialistic items, specifically I suppose money. And this woman and her partner and their firm, they go around gaining authority over these elderly people. The courts allow them authority over these people. And what usually happens is these elderly people have family. However, because they were pretty much neglected for whatever reason, this firm is allowed to come in here, prey upon this people, and essentially stay with their money. So what ends up happening is this woman, she takes this case to court, the judge oversees it, and a lot of the times what happens is the family, only then are they present to contest this woman wanting to gain authority over the elderly person in question. And every time, or at least from what I saw, she won the case, and the family. I'm gonna put it to you straight. First of all, the family to have neglected this elderly person. You guys are pretty much just scum. You know, so selfish to only think about yourself. Second of all, we have another person who's scum coming in here, taking advantage of this elderly person in order to just gain all access to their wealth, whatever it is. And then, you know, third of all, I want to say this off the record. I know family doesn't work out for everybody, but for those of you who do have a family and they are somewhat half, I guess, loving is the only way to put it. You know, you can actually trust them. I suggest that you build that trust with them. You have that trust with them, because you're never going to be able to trust anybody more than your own family. And once again, from my past videos, even that is questionable. So I I won't expand more on that. But anyways, the whole scenario is messed up, and the only thing that I could get from that is that, I mean, that's why people are so messed up. That's why this world is so messed up. Apparently, the only way that people feel that they can get ahead in life is by disregarding everybody but themselves. And sometimes that includes their own wife and kids. They're selfish. So one of the things that that woman who headed that firm would say is, or imply, either spoken or unspoken, was that you have to do unscrupulous things in order to get ahead in life. And in the end, I'm not going to spoil that movie for you, but the message, once again, the message of that specific movie, was that you have to do dirty things to get ahead in life. And in the end, either way, it never works out. It does come back to haunt you. But anyways, a next movie that that recently I somewhat gathered a meaning from was a Russell Crowe movie that recently was released. And I'll specifically talk about Russell Crowe's character. Okay, Russell Crowe, he was essentially a crazy guy, psychopath, sociopath that I suppose became a sociopath because, well, I mean, some of the things that he mentioned was just this world getting to him. You know, so many things having happened to him, and I believe that the person just broke. So, unfortunately, here comes a selfish woman, I would like to say, that doesn't have courtesy. You know, people, and I shouldn't have said woman, I should have said person. Selfish person, because this applies to everybody. People, a lot of the times, you get too wrapped up in, you know, your own things. And I understand, because it happens to me all the time. You get wrapped up in your own things that in your mind, it's almost as if Only you're important, only you have something going on. And obviously what happens is you no longer have courtesy. You don't think about others. And I mean, one of these days you're going to run into the wrong person. You're going to run into a person who um who really has gone through some shit and still going through that, and you're gonna get an eye opener. So what I got from that message is that, or for what I got from that one video movie, is that people, one, are just very, very selfish once again. You don't have courtesy for the next person. And two, there absolutely is crazy people running around these streets, this world. So it would be wise to, yes, understand and realize you are going through some things, but know, wisen up that there are people who are going through worse things. And specifically because of that, you should always be well aware and courteous of others. And number two, people are going to be people. That's okay. At the end, I think the message overall for me was that I have to stick to my own morals and values, allow people to just be themselves, because you have no control over the way other people are. You only have control over the way you are. So I will continue to always do the right thing, to be honest, to be courteous of others, because that's all I can do. So I don't think I want to expand anymore. I don't want to talk about other people. I specifically only like to talk about my own situation. And I think that even though things are the way they are, I just need to continue to, one, be myself, always try harder to do what is right, because I know the difference between right and wrong. And I think that's it. I have a little smile on my face because a practical application would be even me with my own wife. My wife is one of those people who likes driving super slow in the fast lane, or when we're out at the grocery store, she'll push the cart and right in the middle, not being aware of other people who need to pass or who want to pass behind her. And I pass headaches over silly, insignificant things like that, because here I am, obviously we're here. I mean, she represents me. Here I am together. We're together as a pair. So I feel almost as if it's me doing those things. And in the inside, obviously, I don't want to fight with this woman, because that's the last thing I need. And I ask myself, why was it that I was put with the opposite of me? And obviously, I've given her a bunch of shit. Why was it that she was put with me? But it's almost as if our Father had a plan to balance us out. So once again, the message was, it's okay. People will be the way they're going to be, but I need to be who I am. And in the end, it was a beautiful thing, because it's a balance. I love this woman, and obviously she loves me. And I just need to try my best to balance her out and her me. Well, maybe that last part didn't make sense, so disregard that. I just need to try my best to balance her out and love her, because I know she's giving me her unconditional love. So that's where the family part comes in. If you guys have parents who have been supportive of you, who have been there for you, you all need to be present in their lives. There are a bunch of households in America who are dysfunctional. That's acceptable, but dysfunctional to the point to where they have no regard of anybody else around themselves besides themselves. So, once again, guys, I hope somebody finds a meaning to this video, and it was really just to document me, that I will always continue to be who I am, and for me, that is just trying my best to be 100% trustworthy, transparent, and truthful. Y'all have a good day.